mean, I had an extremely bad speech impediment that I stuttered real bad from birth. Kids out in the neighborhood, they call me Porky Pig, like Porky Pig, the cartoon character. Me and the Lord, we made a deal. I said, Lord, if you help me with this, I'll continue to help other people.
Brothers and sisters, welcome our own Gary D. Maltbia.
Tell me something I'll forget. Teach me something I'll remember. Involve me and I'll understand it.
Gary Maltbia is a very caring person. Gary is a lover of people. He never gets tired of meeting people. He is genuinely a people person.
My name is Gary Maltbia. I serve on the advisory council for the Prospect Corps, and my position that I asked for was community engagement. I choose to serve to give back to the community because it's just part of my DNA, I guess. Even as a child, there was something about helping people that really was a part of who I am, and I just thought that being a part of the Salvation Army was something that was just an extension of what I could be about.
From my standpoint, Gary's biggest accomplishment is being the father that he is. After that, my goodness, I wish I had my little cheat sheet because, Gary developed employee assistance programs. Gary works in our community all the time, our neighborhood. His biggest thing is how he relates to people, and he starts with his family.
I think one of my greatest accomplishments was helping to develop the EAP program, Employee Assistance Program. The EAP program is a program developed by union and management. It helped people to get their lives together. If there was a problem on the job, they could go to their EAP counselor, and that person would help them to deal with that problem. And that expanded all over the United States, and then it became an international program where we brought in South Africa, we brought in Japan, we brought in England. Many people, they went through this program, and it saved the company money, and it saved jobs and lives.
Gary is so passionate about the Salvation Army's mission. Once he understood, once he got behind that mission, it's like no one could stop him. It's like he was carrying the flag of the Salvation Army into the streets.
The thing that makes it very special for me to be a part of the Salvation Army is that I've always had a heart for the homeless. I developed a homeless program in 1987 at the Kansas City, Kansas Rebound Center, as we called it then. And when the Salvation Army was presented to me, it felt like a home going to me, like I was coming home again.
In reference to our unhoused ministry here, when my passion and the Salvation Army's ministry met Gary Maltbia, it just exploded. When you are with Gary and see him when he encounters unhoused people or people who are struggling in that way, it's a beautiful thing to see Gary's heart, even though he has all the background and all the experience of what he has become. He's still never afraid to get in the mud with us and do the work and the mission of the Salvation Army. Gary has been so resourceful in his connections with this community. Anytime that we have needed anything, we're about to pay somebody to do something, Gary always has a guy. That's Gary's tagline, I got a guy.
I am a connector. I know that I am a connector because it just comes organically to me. That when people come to me and ask about a situation, it's just natural. I know where to go. I know what to do to get things done.
I believe the Booth Award really represents our founder, William Booth, in taking this gospel message of love and reconciliation to the othered, to the outcast, to the person that our culture would deem unworthy. And that really encapsulates who Gary is as a person. He was already doing these things.
Lieutenant Cooper called me and they said, we want to nominate you for the William Booth Award. I said, I don't deserve this. There's so many other people that's with the Salvation Army I think would be more in line with getting this.
I would say to Gary to relax and be accepting of this recognition because it was brought to him. So that means it's something that God wanted him to have. So I would say to my husband, congratulations. You deserve it. Relax. This is a gift to you from your father.
When I was sitting in the White House having dinner with the President of the United States, I said, Lord, how did I get here? It was only through the grace of God that I continue to help people. And it was through my speech impediment that propelled me to really say, I can do this. And I've helped a lot of people, I know that. I don't feel it all the time, but I know that I've helped a lot of people, not just here in my community, but people all over the country.
Gary, from the bottom of our hearts, we really thank you for participating in the Salvation Army's mission with your circumstances and with your life experience and with the things that you have going on. You didn't have to, but from the bottom of our hearts, we thank you for doing it anyway.